Welcome to the first ever North East Expo event taking place here at the Newcastle Racecourse and Conference Centre. It was planned, conceived and executed all in 8 weeks, and in that time it attracted 15 sponsors, 98 exhibitors and 820 attendees. A fantastic achievement.
The idea is to bring businesses across the North East together to do business, make networking contacts and grow. We conceived the idea because we've had a recession and we felt that it's incumbent upon us as business leaders to try and get ourselves out of it. And we'll help ourselves instead of waiting for somebody else to do it for us and feeling sorry for ourselves. If you're an exhibitor, cash is king, and we're all living a business world where we have to protect the pennies and make them work for ourselves. So at £100 to exhibit and get in front of 800 people, that's great value for the exhibitors. For the delegates, of course, it doesn't get any better than free. And we've put on seminars, speakers, masterclasses and the trade show, and it costs them nothing but a little bit of time. And we've already had enough interest to commit to doing yet another event in just 6 months' time. So if we can pull together 800 people in, let's say, 5 or 6 weeks, we're very confident that we can top 1,500 people in 2011.
There's a lot of networking opportunities out there, a lot of networking groups, a lot of networking different things going on, but I think generally just the opportunity to get as many folk together in one big venue as possible. And I think we've managed to get somewhere in the region of 600, 650 people here today, which is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Have you been surprised by that?
I have been surprised, but I think the biggest thing that surprised me the most is the scale in the size of the organisations that's here. We've got this small one-man band business all the way through to the monster companies like Sages and HSBC and some large legal firms from the region. So what it proves to me is that there's no matter how big or how small a business is, we all have the same common interest, and that is that we all have to get out there and market ourselves.
I was going to say that people are coming along here, I assume, not just to do business themselves, but to find out how other people are doing business, to share in the business community of the region.
Yeah, absolutely. From Sage's perspective, I'm still gobsmacked at the fact that they wanted to come along to an event like this where it was going to be primarily smaller SME type businesses. But their take on it is they need to get out into the community, they need to get out there amongst people like this because this is where their bread and butter lies. This is the people that are going to do business with them. And likewise, it's the same story with HSBC. They're looking for the smaller type company with a turnover of a couple of 100,000 to maybe up to £1 million a year. That's the type of organisation they're looking for.
What's been the appetite among your members for this event in the last few weeks?
One of the things that I did sort of sell it on, or the idea that I sold it on to a lot of the members of Network North, was that a high percentage of people coming here today are not people you would meet at a conventional Network North meeting because they're not Network North members. And that is the case. It must be more than 80% of the people here today. Even I don't know. So from that point of view, great. It's just absolutely great to come and meet a whole bunch of people that you haven't yet met and have the potential to either do business with or build some synergy with.
Samantha, just tell me about the decision to come along to the exhibition and exhibit today. Why did you and your colleagues think that was valuable?
To be honest, I've worked with Network North for a lot of years now, and we've started doing some work with Andrew Charlton, and we're going to be hosting a backflip event at the centre in February. And when I was talking about the people that were coming and the opportunities to obviously display your wares, it was a no-brainer really for the cost and the chance to meet 700-800 people in one day and tell them about the wonderful world of the Centre for Life. Really, it was just a great
opportunity.
Yeah.
What have you been telling people about the Centre for Life?
And really, come to the Centre for Life for any event, whether it's a meeting from 4 people to a seminar for 400. It can be a wedding, a Christmas party, a charity ball. It really doesn't matter, whatever occasion you can bring it to life, and we've just really got the knowledge and experience to make the event a success for you. And you can book us with confidence, safe in the knowledge that our staff have years of experience in hosting events, and it's our job to make sure the event's right for you. So,
what's been your impression of the event today?
It's been very busy. It's been really, really good. It's nice to see such a variety of companies, and the interesting thing about exhibitions like this is a lot of people come and collect the freebies, but people seem to honestly want to do business today.
Malcolm, great to see you here. What do you think of this event? What's your impression of it?
Well, it's absolutely marvellous and a great venue as well, just out of town but still on the A1 and loads of parking and so easily accessible.
It's been great for business today because there's a great sort of spirit of enterprise, if I can describe it that way, today, and people refusing to be kind of intimidated by the recession. Is that what you think?
Yes, I think so. Recession will always find out those who are weak and struggling anyway. But recession, I think, it puts backbone into businesses, and them all coming together at an event like this. They will all work together, not against each other, because business it's a question of finding how you can all dovetail in together and make yourselves a much stronger unit.
Malcolm, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.
You can alter it, change the colour of it.
These are all presets.
And then you reposition that.
Jill, just tell us, if you would, what persuaded you and others at the company to take part in this event today?
Well, it has certainly been a build event. There's been a lot of social media activity about it. It's been on Twitter. I'm also a member of a few networking organisations, and there's been a lot of hype about it. And recently, in the last 18 months, I've exhibited a few times, and this was definitely a one to be at.
Seems a very busy stand. You seem to have got a lot of reaction from passers-by today.
Yeah, today we're launching, it's only 3 days old, a new website, design your own banner stand online. So it's got a lot of functionality. You can choose your own background, you can add bullet points, upload your logo, and then you just go through an ordering stage, and then it comes to our lab. We produce it for you and send it back to you within a few days. So.
What's been your reaction to the numbers of people that turned out today and their interest in an event like this?
Considering I've exhibited quite a few times over the last few months, I think by far this has been the most popular event. It's had a steady stream of visitors, a lot of new faces that I haven't met before, a lot of interest, and it hasn't just been a lot of exhibitions seem to peak on a morning. It's been steady throughout the day, really good turnout.
And not just an event where people are trying to sell things to each other either. There's a great spirit of enterprise here, isn't there?
Absolutely, a great vibe, definitely. Normally a lot of exhibitors tend to maybe sell to each other, but I think the through traffic means that you're getting attraction to your stand rather than going out and trying to find people to sell to, definitely.
Will you be taking part in the next one?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
All these events are very worthwhile. You always get something from it, no matter how little or how big, and a very, very good event.
What's the value to your company as an exhibitor here, do you think?
It's hard to put a value on. I'm a new business. I only started this time last year, so it's very important for me to get my brand out there, and you can't put a monetary value on that. It's as much PR and getting your brand out there as it is trying to sell to people.
Planning is now underway for the next North East Expo, which is due to take place on March the 2nd. It's expected to be an even bigger and better event, so make sure you're booked for that occasion.